Welcome back to Mass Appeal. Time for Savings Appeal, the road to a comfortable retirement. It's full of risks, and they don't end when you stop working. So today, we're joined by Dylan Bond, the owner of Bond Financial Services. Tips on planning your retirement, but first we have to address the fact that you're wearing a Masters jacket because it's golf season.
Yeah, it's this is every year the Masters to me signifies the start to our golf season, and we're kicking up the seminars. We do on average 2 a month at local golf courses in the area for the golfers out there. If you're 50 and older and you want to be learn more about your finances and what you can do to potentially better your situation, maybe eliminate risk, eliminate some fees, and just get an overview on what you're doing if you're at or near retirement. We have some coming up at Twin Hills in Longmeadow and the Orchards in South Hadley.
Yeah, 2 fun courses to play. So people get to come. They get to enjoy a nice breakfast and play around of golf.
Yeah, we normally start at 8:30. We have breakfast at 8:30. I start talking by 9, and by 10 o'clock they're out swinging clubs and having a good day.
Man, how nice is that?
It's a lot of fun.
You learn a little bit about finance, you learn a little bit about Dylan Bond, and then you learn a little bit about your golf game.
Absolutely. And I've learned a lot about my golf game, enough to know that I'll go back to work and be more productive than stay out on the course and play.
That's true.
Yeah.
So Dylan, a lot of things you talk about at the seminar, we talk about here on Mass Appeal. Today, we're talking about tips to kind of avoid risk in retirement.
Yep.
And the first one, we talk about it a lot, it's be aware of inflation, because no matter how high you think that number is, it's higher.
Yeah, absolutely. The problem with inflation is if you look at what the numbers are, they're talking about 2.5%. But what people don't consider is that inflation rates do not include food. They do not include health care.
And all of those things
and
are
they do not include food, healthcare, and energy.
Energy costs
gasoline.
Go crazy high every year, and you never know when gasoline's going to swing up.
Yeah, so the concern I have is that so many people right now, with the markets being as high as they are, they're concerned and they don't want to get caught up in another 2008. And that's the type of people that we're dealing with all the time, and we're helping them understand what's available out there rather than having all their money in stock and bond mutual funds when the stock market's at an all-time high, the bond market's at an all-time high. But what they're doing is they're putting it all in the bank because they're scared, and they're getting about 0.01% on it on average, from what I see.
So you're losing money every year. I mean, you're not actually losing money, but with the rate of inflation going up and your money staying the same, you're almost losing money in a sense.
Right. Our chief investment officer calls it losing money safely, because if you're only earning 1% or 0.1% or whatever you're earning, and inflation out there, when you consider all of those healthcare costs and energy, if that's going at 3 to 5%, then you're 10, 15 years down the road, your dollar is only going to be worth about 50 cents.
Yeah, over time you're losing money. The second thing that people don't really think about to take into consideration, and you need to when you're planning your retirement, it's catastrophic events that happen. It's those things that add up, those unforeseen circumstances.
Yeah, healthcare is a huge issue, long-term care. There's so many people that I meet with, so many families that I talk to for the first time. They're concerned about it, but they've been offered long-term care insurance many times. They feel it's too expensive. The fact of the matter is that long-term care insurance is only one of about 4 or 5 different strategies to hedge risk when it comes to health care. Whether you're having a heart attack, a stroke, or you end up in a nursing home or something later in life, there are things you can do now that will give you protection against your assets down the road and more control of your care. And I think that's really important, whether you're interested in it or not. If it is a concern, know your options and then make a decision. Don't just turn to blind eye.
That's true. And we're almost out of time, Dylan, but I think we should touch on Social Security real quick. And it's probably not going to affect people right now who are at or near retirement age. But they say by 2033, as it's currently situated, Social Security might not be able to run at its peak for someone like me who's retiring maybe down the line then.
Well, we could just print more money and hand it out.
That's the solution, right?
The fact of the matter is, when it comes to Social Security, to me, there's a lot of people out there that are in my position that are using that, and they're going out and doing seminars about it and the whole 9 yards. It's an important decision, but I think it's one of the lower priorities when I'm talking to families that I represent in what we're doing. Obviously, we want to maximize Social Security, but there's only a couple of different things you can do to do that.
That's
so
true.
It's not a big decision. Protecting your portfolio and assets against risk is the #1 priority I would have.
And that's where you can help people out, and people can get a taste of what you do Wednesdays on Mass Appeal. They can get a taste at the golf course. They can get a taste at the dinner seminars you do.
That's right.
Dylan Bond, you're everywhere.
Good to be
Thanks
here.
for coming by today. You can visit bondfinancialservices.net or give them a call, 413-754-4747. Just let Dylan, George, Wanda, the whole staff there take steps to securing your financial future.